What is going on, everyone? Here back with another episode, possibly the final of well, not the final. We got a few more to go. So let's get this going under. We didn't look at yearly awards, so we're going to run through those real quick. Don't plan on taking too long. So the MVP, Jacoby Brissett, apparently had a really good season. Elliott, Ryan, Coach of the Year, Hugh Jackson. So some nice. The coach is really getting in here. We're going to look at the NFC real quick. We got Ezekiel Elliott here, Brissett, and then Wilson, Shazier, Deion Jones, Raekwon Smith, PJ Williams. Rookie of the Year was Starkey for the Vikings. I want to check him out because he's also got a high overall. Some other guys, defensive rookies, Thomas of the Lions. Best QBs, here they are. No one really out of the norm. Maybe Case Keenum. And then best running backs, Elliott, Kamara. Some really good running backs here overall. Best wide receivers are here. O-line. You're just all ecstatic about that. D-line. Some good players. Linebackers. Quarterback or defensive backs, not quarterbacks. Kickers. And back. So now we'll go look at our division. Lamar Jackson getting Offensive Player of the Year. Watson, Ecker up here. Cousins, Le'Veon Bell, Darnold, Dalton Rivers, Hanson, Mariota. Defensive players, Myles Garrett. He did break the sack total 23, so he's a new sack leader for a season. Rashaan Evans, Schobert, Joswell, Williams, Miller, none of our guys. Offensive rookie, nope, Ecker beats out Lloyd. So twice we've had both our quarterbacks come in second to another quarterback. And there we go through that. Defensive, we didn't really have our safety, but no, didn't kind of crack the list. QBs, running backs, wide receivers. We're just not breaking through on anything here. Our team was so terrible. Madison makes it here for O-line. That's good to see. D-line. Not expecting anybody. Linebackers, I would expect to see our guy here, but he's probably going to get snubbed. Yep, of course. Defensive backs. No one here either. Kickers. And that's it for awards. So next we're going to jump into this offseason and get things going once we get through the playoffs here. And for Pro Bowlers, here we go. We've got no one at quarterback here. Hanson made it. I don't know who he is. No one at running back. Of course, no one at fullback. I'm not expecting any receivers. Nope. Our tight ends did not make it. Njoku had a nice season, but didn't make it. LeBlanc, remember he was drafted like really high, and I really liked him. But look, he's 98. Staley, no left guards, no centers. Our right guard, Madison, did make it. Defensive ends are looking pretty solid. None of ours, though. No defensive tackles. No defensive ends or defensive tackles. Linebackers, I would expect our guy, but just get snubbed again. No right outside linebackers. Cornerbacks, nope. Free safety, no. Strong safety, no. Kicker, no. Punter, no. So, no one, we had Madison, our only Pro Bowler. So, the Super Bowl is between the Saints and the Browns. For our team stats, something I need to look at is we had 13th offense and 16th defense. So we're just average. We're just not getting wins. we're not scoring a lot of points, so that's got to change, and we're also giving up a lot, so that has to change too. And the Super Bowl champs are the Cleveland Browns, absolutely dominating the New Orleans Saints here. Baker had a decent game. They ran the ball well and got a lot of touchdowns here and some decent yardage. Kamara struggled. Cash really stepped up for him here, and Landry had a big game himself. And then defensively, no real big standouts, and Terrence Mitchell got a big pick. So our Super Bowl champs this year are the Cleveland Browns. So we're going to jump into player negotiations here and see what we want to do. Nazir Jones, I'm not going to pay him $3 million a year. Duke Riley, I can probably get him cheaper in the offseason. Justin Coleman's one we're going to have to come back to, plus the kicker. Gesick, we'll try to get him cheaper, and honestly, most of these guys I'm not keeping on, so kicker we'll move on from too. TJ Green, definitely don't want him back. Balaj, not happy with him. Right guard backup, I mean, it's not terrible, but we can try to find some better depth. McDonald is gone. He's gone. He's going to go. And we're going to lose him also. So the big decision comes down to Coleman. Coleman wants a 1-year, $3 million deal. I say let's give it to him. Our defense really does struggle, so I don't know how big of a deal this is. So he's in test free agent. We're not franchise tagging him for that. So I think we've got enough depth in our defensive backs to not really fret that loss there, because of course we'll lose Coleman. We still got McCain and Vincent. And for our first week of free agency, we're going to jump in and see what we get. Who can use a better defensive tackle? Our pass rushers are developing, and there's an elite one out there. So we're going to jump into free agency, see what we got here. Von Miller is available. This might be a deal we're going to look at here. So let's go through. Quarterbacks, Andrew Luck is there. I think we're going to stick with our younger guys. Halfback, we've got 2, and I might look at trading one of them away if possible. Fullbacks, I'm not worried about. Wide receiver, Antonio Brown. Well, back, he wants a 2-year. We might make this signing. We'll come back. Trey Burton, tight ends, I'm not worried. We can also go there and see if Gesick, he's got no offer, so not worried about O-line, really. I mean, our guys are pretty much there, if not better. Left end, no big pass rusher here. And defensive tackle, not a really big upgrade. Right end, no big pass rusher. Left outside linebacker, Von Miller is here. And if we sign Miller and put him on the line, it is definitely something I'm looking at. Cornerback, Richard Sherman, what's his skills looking like? 85, 88, still elite. They're all wanting pretty cheap deals too. I think here we're gonna make some big signings. We're gonna start with Antonio Brown. He wants 26. Let's just give it like 28 million for 2 years. I'm happy with that offer. Tight ends, I'm not going to worry about. Gesick, we will try to offer to bring him back on a 2-year deal for a little bit less. And he gets us a 57-point offer. Left tackle, not worried. Von Miller, let's get him on a 2-year deal. And he wants 27. I feel like we're really going to have to pay him about 15 a year. That gives us a 101-point offer. I might want to up that just a little bit. So 104 points. We are going to overpay for him for 2 years. And let's get Sherman on a 1-year deal. Buffalo apparently wants him. So let's just up his bonus or his regular salary and get him 100. Well, I want to get that to about 103. And 103 there. And then we can look at some depth here. We lost defensive tackles. We'll take Dontari Poe on a 1-year cheap deal. I'm not giving him almost no guaranteed money because why am I going to guarantee him a bunch of salary if he's not really going to contribute a lot? $3 million, 1-year deal, 65-point offer. I feel like that's pretty fair. Being safe pretty much everywhere else. I mean, we're not like a terrible team. We've just got to figure a way to put it together, and wide receiver is a big up. Michael Gallup is also available. We already threw out one big offer. Tyrell Williams, like him, maybe on a 1-year deal. We have 2 decent other receivers on the team. I think if we added a star like Brown, that'd be great. And quarterback, that's halfbacks. Josh Rosen's out here, Blake, Josh Allen, and Sam Darnold. Darnold's got some interest, but shockingly Allen doesn't. Dalton, Nick Foles, Bridgewater, and Andrew Luck. We got 2 running backs, and I might trade one just because he does seem to be playing well for us. And we're gonna throw one more offer here on Haynes Wimper. So let's advance the stage and see if we can get ourselves a big name free agent. So let's see what happens. They got Von Miller, Antonio Brown, Richard Sherman, and Wimper trying to vastly improve this team. And we get Von Miller. Big signing there for Von, and Wimper accepts, Poe accepts, Gesick, Brown, and Sherman. We wound up getting them all. We overpaid on a couple-year deal, but our quarterbacks are not getting paid. Cohen and Henry are all right. Our O-line is looking better. We still need Bogle's going to be starting. So our O-line looks really good. Our tight ends look good. Our receiving core looks much better now. Defensively, we are going to put Miller on the D-line, and Baker will start here. We got Goodwin, and we pick up Wimper, and then we also pick up Sherman, so our corners are looking good. Our weakest point is just our edge rushers, and we picked up Vaughn. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. I mean, we could literally just take best player available and hopefully just get some talent on this team that can just kind of push us over the edge. Of course, we need a new backup running back. We need a couple backup O-line men. Our tight ends are good. We need a backup free safety, even though we could probably move Kemp or Howe there because we do have Andre Howe still. So Miller on the line, Baker, and I think that might be what this team needs to improve. So still got about $7 million in cap space. We need to look at kickers. I'm not happy with what's on the market or the draft. 93. Greg the Leg has 95. So honestly, let's sign this guy here to a 2-year deal. He'll be okay with that. And then that should fill our needs. Alright, we're going to take a look at the free agency recap. Andrew Luck is still on the market. The kicker also did not sign. So we'll get that figured out. That's Duke Johnson. So we'll get that figured out at the beginning of next season. My signings, big signings: Von Miller, Antonio Brown, Richard Sherman, Haynes Wimpier, Gesick, and Don Terry Poe. So the league signing: Gallup is heading out to the Jets. Trey Burton is going to Arizona. Tyrell the Gazelle Williams heading out to the Colts. Penny to the Buccaneers. Nwosu to the Bills. Smith to the Jets. So they got 2 receivers. Who's their quarterback? Wynn to the Bills. Naneed to the Bucks also. And Connor also going out to the Cardinals. Freeman to the Colts. Davenport to the Lions. Jesse James to the Giants. They really overpaid him. Uzoma to the Titans. Callahan to San Francisco. Miller goes to the Steelers. Humphreys to the Raiders. Nichols to the Jaguars. Hamilton to the Bears. Mario to the Bills. Avery to the Broncos. Baru to the Raiders. Alexander to the Bears. Nick Foles heads out to Buffalo. PJ Williams is going to the Giants. Snead to the Browns. Witherspoon goes to the Texans. Conley to the Bills. Harris goes to the Titans. Moncrief takes off to the Steelers. Moore also goes to the Steelers. Hurst to the Colts. Conrad goes to the Seahawks after they didn't want to pay their original guy that we sniped from them. Ross takes off to Oakland. Cootie goes to the Colts. Ryan to the 49ers. Marquise Lee out to the Raiders. Punter there. Quintowski to the Bears. Ford to the Jets. Hall to the Colts. Darnold back to the Jets, so he's just picked up 2 new receivers. Colbert to the Bills. Sherman to the Buccaneers. Covington to the Seahawks. Punter there. Cole to the Broncos. Perryman to the Browns. Kendricks to the Cardinals. Harrison Phillips to the Bears. Jordan Matthews goes to the Texans. Vaccaro to the Bengals. Morgan Fox to the Colts. Blair to the Ravens. Dixon to the Texans. Johnson to the Redskins. Waynes to the Bears. Fulton to the Bills. Beasley Jr. to the Giants. Beasley has fallen in this game. Shane Ray to the Titans. Jacobs to the Giants. Sweat to the Cardinals. Simons to the Eagles. Allison to the Niners. Pylon to the Bills. Ejiofor to the Steelers. Okafor to the Bears. Conley to the Jets. Roberts to the Steelers. Harold to the Rams. Walker to the Saints. Dawson Jr. to the Vikings. Jones to the Colts. Dunn to the Bengals. Rivers goes to the Raiders. Martin goes to the Packers. Fletcher to the Raiders. Pulley to the Bucks. And these are all just kind of depth guys at this point. Hundley gets a contract. So no big names down here that we're going to notice, so we'll just kind of scroll down a little quicker, which kind of shows me some interest here. Let's see. Bridgewater didn't get a deal. Dalton, Allen, Bortles, Tyrod Taylor, Case Keenum, who had a good season. Rosen. So there's some interesting quarterbacks on the market right now. But that is where we're going to end this episode here. Next episode, we're coming back with the NFL Draft, which I'm super excited about. If we just look at the improved rosters and look at our picks, I think we are really going to be doing good here because we've got 2 firsts, the 3rd and the 27th pick. We've got the 35th. We've got the 67th, so 2 threes, a 4, 5, and a 6. I might be looking to shop one of our running backs, so we will check back on that next episode. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you guys are excited for these big name free agents to come into town. Let's hope we get some wins. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.